Last time on the John Cash Show podcast.
Some people think we're obnoxious, annoying,
abrasive.
And those are the people
No, that's
that
what I
we...
called you.
Oh, you know what? I tried to sneak that in there.
That was me. That was not people. That was me.
Tried to sneak that in
I
there.
said, John, you could be a little abrasive at times.
How?
Case in point.
The fuck you mean abrasive? Fuck you! I'm gone.
Well, at least it's universal. It's like family, friends. It's in ABG.
A universal asshole?
Yep. I don't know about asshole, but it's anybody get it. ABG. ABG. Anybody.
Wait a minute. How the fuck you call me an asshole on my show?
We getting you ready for your roast, nigga. Your birthday coming
Put the
soon.
crown right on her.
Yeah.
We're going to sit
You
you
gonna
in
get
this
roasted.
throne. What color you said?
Red.
Call me an asshole.
You are what you eat. I say that every time.
What the shirt say?
Great segue.
Let's go, New York! John Cash. Yo, listening to John Cash.
Wow.
What a way to start.
Welcome. It's an all-new edition of the John Cash Show podcast. Yes, behind the scenes, I have a stiffy right now.
He's getting nasty with John Cash.
Yes, good pussy definitely stay wet.
It sure does. I all of a sudden went eggplant parmesan, but whatever.
All right. The views and opinions expressed by myself do not reflect those of the John Cash Show podcast sponsors and or affiliates. Listener and viewer discretion is highly advised. And you can hear the John Cash Show podcast on demand on your favorite streaming platforms. Are y'all ready?
Yes, we are.
Including but not limited to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Deezer, Odyssey, Pandora, and many, many more platforms except for Tidal. With that being said, you can go to catscollection.com to buy the official merchandise for the John Cash Show podcast. We have I'm Booked, Busy, and Blessed. Get Nasty with the John Cash Show. And we have Bag These Groceries right here. And I'm wearing...
Yes.
Good
no-
pussy, stay wet.
Good puss, stay wet.
That's right. Sweet puss,
waterfalls.
Sweet puss Saturday.
Ain't no day to me.
That's starting off the show.
Yeah. Well. No, but anyway, but I digress.
I have him stuttering, guys.
Yes.
It's the only fan.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to stand kind of and adjust myself.
At least we get to see previews. Like
I love the previews.
We got inside scoop here.
Yeah, I love being an insider.
Me too. At this point.
Yes. This might be the
got
quickest.
gay niggas ready to switch.
This might be the quickest episode. Final thoughts. So I can go to the bathroom really quick and handle business. But anyway, back to business.
Okay.
The feedback on the shirts they've continued to come in. They've been amazing. Everybody's loving the quality. Everybody's loving the timely deliveries. Thank you so much for those who've reached out, and thank you for those who sent pictures of you wearing the shirts, or you got the shirts, or FaceTiming me showing me that you got the shirts, or video messaging me on Facebook or Instagram showing me that you got the shirts. That means a lot. That means that y'all are actually liking.
They should tag the show, right? We'll put you up.
Yeah,
we'll put them up when we feel like it.
Just give me your, consent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do nothing against.
Please consent.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yes. So quality over quantity. So thank you. I'd like to welcome my amazing co-hosts and associate producers of the John Cash Show podcast. Starting on my left, it's the feminine divine goddess, multifaceted epitome of black girl magic with the whoppiest whop in all of the land. And also in the top 20% of all 14%.
Get that number right.
See how things change really quickly around here? In the top 14% of all content creators on OnlyFans.
In a week.
6 days to be 7, right?
6, yeah.
6
Well,
days.
Mhm.
Yes. And on the 7th day, he rested.
I thought he rose. Oh, that was the 3rd day. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I rose when I saw those pictures. It's the Brownsville Bully Star!
Yes. It feels good to be here.
I bet. It is.
Make sure you guys are following me, Urban Classic on Instagram, URBANCLASSIQQ_. That is where you can go into my bio, click on my link tree, and you can subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Okay. At least you have a link tree.
Period. Yes.
I'm going
Okay.
to
That was just at the 15s.
after the show.
Let's itemize some things.
Let me.
It's like a Netflix.
I mean, you don't really need the Netflix.
I don't need new Netflix. I don't need Hulu.
No, I need my Hulu. That got my Wu-Tang.
Okay.
I can't miss that
You
show.
know what? We could share an account.
Okay, yeah. I'll
One
give-
pays the Netflix, one pays the Hulu.
Okay,
Okay.
that works. Paying the bills. It's
Teamwork.
keeping it in the family.
Yes.
It makes total sense.
Yes.
You know, teamwork makes the dream.
Dream work. That's right. You could wear one of those
It's been
shirts.
fun.
and-
It's been fun.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Looking at those pictures that you have is fun.
Right.
Very much fun.
I needed somewhere to just place all my sexual energy
Okay.
and make money, you know?
That's
So are
true.
you going to be whipping people, spanking
No,
people?
it's so funny because
No?
people ask me like, "Oh, what content I'm doing?" Obviously, like the ideas people have in their heads is like it's beyond me. It's like, "Oh, are you gonna be playing with these toys? You're gonna do that." I'm not doing all of that.
You know what? You should spank me on your OnlyFans.
I can make money
All I
off
know is
that.
Thanksgiving is
Yeah.
coming. Like, Thanksgiving is coming. I mean,
Listen,
Is there
I
any
have a
gravy
latex.
involved?
Thank you. Shout out Savage.
gravy.
That's white sheets in hotels.
Oh, well.
I'm not trying to pay incidentals.
I'm not
I don't
paying
know.
no hotel fees.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, what's the idea?
I have a nice little latex outfit. Shout out Savage 15. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I have contacts on the way.
Interesting.
I got $15 subscription.
Hit that link tree when you
Hit that
follow her.
link tree.
We're going to go to the village after the taping and get me a ball gag.
Okay.
I don't
That's
even
the
know
only time I want to be quiet.
I don't know what's going on.
Spank me, damn it. Anyway, whew, all right. Now these set of tapings, Josh isn't here. He had a family emergency, but we still care for him. He's still a part of the show. Engineer extraordinaire.
Yes.
The
He
pussy
got
eating
lockjaw.
demon with vanilla flavored semen. He had to go
he got
visit the
lockjaw.
orthodontist. So the pussy whispered, Josh. I was about to say John. In his place, we have the calm, cool, and collected. Where's Walter or Wesley, a star?
But she got it right today.
I've
she got-
leveled
you-
up today.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
okay.
got it right.
Okay. That's what happens when you run late. You miss when people,
Improve themselves
yeah.
and bring their value up.
I was in the fucking Uber.
Here we
Okay.
go.
I was in an Uber
Let
for
it
about an
out.
hour.
Let it out.
And I didn't, this is normally a 20-minute trip.
Mhm.
It was an hour. Every street, literally, was blocked off by the cops. And I was about to, like, roll down the window. And I'm
Curse
like,
the police out.
I'm like, why y'all didn't put fucking signs up? God damn you! Today. Y'all are fucking haters! Fuck y'all, motherfuckers! Anyway. And then, y'all wouldn't heard from me. You'd be like, where's John? He just texted us in the
He
morning.
literally said he was on his way. What happened?
No, exactly.
What happened?
So, yeah.
Then the citizens,
okay.
cling, disgruntled podcaster.
Yeah. And then I would have been like stone cold, like in handcuffs.
I
Like,
ain't done with
motherfucker.
you. I ain't done with you. Not yet by a long shot.
But Walter held it down when we came up here. We
He
were all
did.
set up.
We were.
So,
We
Yeah.
were.
shout out to Walter.
Mhm.
Shout out to everybody because I
Yes.
called y'all
Yes.
like I'm running late.
We like it's okay, and that's what a
Oh.
team. That's what families for.
Okay.
Yes. And
Let's go, family.
Right. That's what
I'm
families.
truly grateful for y'all.
Yes.
So, on my right, co-host and associate producer of the John Cash Show podcast, Mr. No Days Off, the brilliant, effervescent man with the $1 billion plan and a mean right hand. He's
Yes.
sweet but street.
Yes, he is.
It's Brandom Thoughts!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the week. Welcome to your life. Welcome to the day. I am Brandom Thoughts, and I just have Brandom Thoughts randomly. You don't know me, but you will. Very, 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 very soon. How was everybody week? My week was very productive. Like, November is here, so that means
There's no nut November.
there's
right?
no nut November, no shave November.
I failed.
You messed up already.
Monday.
It's only like Monday. Like, it's day 7 and you messed up already.
I failed on Monday.
Like,
I forgot.
you failed
I
already.
forgot it was
It's
November
Monday.
1st. And I jacked off.
So you started No Nut November the
Who
second
started
day.
that? What is that? Is that supposed to be your celibacy month? Like, what's
Yeah,
what
it's
is-
supposed to like you
It's just for
preserving
men, though.
yourself. Yes.
Oh,
Women, if you wanna,
no.
you know,
She
incorporate
want her
that.
nut.
Right. I mean, I don't
I mean,
know.
by default, I've been chilling, so you know.
Equal
I should
opportunity.
do that. I'm gonna take the challenge.
You take on the
I
challenge.
take on the
Okay.
challenge.
And I also think November is saying no to things that doesn't like
Serve
excite you, like, and that serves you at all too. That's what I think November is about too. So that way, by the time you get to Thanksgiving, you're thankful you got rid of this shit that you got rid of. So start
Mhm.
saying no, people.
You got rid of the load to put the load on when you eat
Yes.
that good Thanksgiving food.
And speaking of eating food and eating things, to the host of this show, he is the shaman of shade. He is the sultan of satire. Now actively proclaimed as the petty poet and the minister of mischief. What else is he known as?
Dick Willie.
He is the host of this show, John Cash. Cash.
One more time.
Cash. How does everybody know that it's 3? Watch. One time I'm gonna go 4. Just because.
3 because it's 3 the hard way.
That's right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I think we're pretty easy. Some of us are.
And actually, well, I mean, in a past life, in that
Yeah,
one
right.
time at band camp, yeah. Actually, I stand corrected. It wasn't November the 1st. It was November the 3rd. That was the last
so
time
you broke it on the 3rd day.
And I broke it on the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd.
Oh, okay. The last time was the 3rd day. Okay.
Yes.
And when was your last period? Oh, I thought I was at work. Sorry.
Well, you know,
Shut up.
I missed one. So, oh my God.
That's okay. Sometimes change of weather, climate, being around other women does
I
change
can't
your
go to
cycle.
Texas. But I'm going to Cancun. Shit. I'm about
Yeah,
to
get you a sarong. I don't know what that's gonna solve.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's that gonna solve.
I just got back in the gym. And my figure's all fucked up. Anyway, yes, my week was fantastic. It was long. It was very long. I worked the election on Tuesday, this
Okay.
past Tuesday.
Okay.
Shout out to Eric Adams, who, you know, made it a quick night.
Yes.
And
yes.
it wasn't all damn night.
Yes.
So shout out
And
to
it was a
him.
landslide, basically, right?
Yeah, but you kind of knew that
Yeah.
because, you know, New York is a Democratic city.
Yes.
And, well, more so Democratic city, the New York City province, the
Right.
upstate province. You
Oh,
I got
they do
cursed out
other
for not
stuff.
voting, boy.
Don't worry, when they get you for jury duty, don't be mad.
My mother was like, you want us to turn Republican? What?
They wouldn't. They're not. It's not gonna happen. Maybe like maybe
Fucking around with these
12
little
years.
millennials and millennials when they get to voting,
Yeah,
we
I
will be
feel like,
Republican.
yeah, we don't
Soon
know
they
what's
got shit
going
all
on.
fucked up. They got the game fucked up.
but you can find me on Twitter at _John Cash, Facebook John Cash, IG at the John Cash Show, and YouTube the John Cash Show, which I mean has grown leaps and bounds since
Yes,
we.
that's attached to my links, my link tree. too.
Since we, what you call it, since I just finally decided to dust off the
The
the YouTube.
The YouTube. You said,
I was like,
you said,
yeah, and then it's like, oh,
So thanks.
they fine.
I
Let me
did start
subscribe.
stalking some of your older content too. I did. When I was binging.
I like some of the DSN
videos.
stuff. Do
I
y'all
was
ever watch the
stalking some of his
DSN
old
stuff? We
stuff.
encourage y'all to go to the John Cash Show podcast.
Yes.
YouTube page and look at the growth.
Yeah, that's why I was watching.
Yeah,
I was
like look. I mean, he's always been John. He's gonna be John, but just look at the evolution.
Yes.
But now we got PlayStation 5 graphics.
Right.
Before we was on
What was
Sega
it?
Dreamcast, you know? Like in Super Nintendo.
Not the Atari.
Okay. That's royalties.
Oh,
We
God.
I need to be flagged. Not
You just got to dust off. We
Yeah,
don't
it's
want to
like-
get it locked up.
For now, for everybody, everybody listening, feel free to chat with us about any of the topics you've heard or seen at thejohncastshow@gmail.com. Now, before we get into the show, our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims who died at the Astroworld Festival down in Houston, Texas, this past Saturday.
Yes.
At last report, at least 8 confirmed deaths occurred.
Where
For
do I be? What the hell? Wait, this is Travis Scott.
this is overnight, yeah.
Yeah.
When this happened last
Okay,
night?
breaking the fourth wall because Star had.
Hold on, because I just saw it. I was the
We're
audience
taping
just
on
now.
Saturday,
Yes.
November the what is this? The 6th,
Mm-hmm.
2021.
wait.
I don't know what day you're on. It's Monday.
But
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but hold on, I saw the Shade Room post the event with Travis Scott and Drake. Is that the same event? This thing
Yes,
happened?
that's the same.
Damn, that happened right after I must have went to bed or something.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
This
I'm
is the
sorry,
festival.
Guys. Yeah.
This is the festival that Travis Scott has
Wow.
annually that I think was canceled last
It
year
was a
due to
shooting?
COVID. No, it was everybody.
I think
got
last year was the
overwhelmed
year it
and
was supposed to be
trampled.
launched.
Wow.
Also, rest in peace to the Queen of Brooklyn,
Yes.
Yes.
I was gonna
That's
say
what
that.
I-
BK Tidal Wave,
Speaking of Brooklyn.
Nanobia. Yeah, she was the epitome of Brooklyn.
Okay.
Brooklyn official, the
yeah.
real Miss Brooklyn.
Yes, and also, this since our last taping, infamous drug lord who snitched on everybody and killed his best friend, allegedly. Alpo passed away.
Niggas die every day, B.
So
Niggas get shot every day. He be all right.
That's crazy.
Yes, Miss. What's her name?
actually, it's not
Nanobia
too far
Washington.
from. It's not too far from my best friend's house where all of that shit happened.
Mm. And you
It's actually around the corner when the first shots were shot, and then he drove allegedly while throwing out baggies of drugs.
Yeah, I know.
on
I
the
did hear
street.
that as well.
Allegedly, because my
He's-
ass wasn't there.
Yeah, he was doing the whole paid in full sequel.
Yeah, so he wound up crashing into cars in front of, ironically, the precinct. That's not too. I think it's like across the street where he
Okay.
crashed, or like a block away. So, yeah, that's very interesting.
What
Yeah, I
the
still want to
hell?
shout out. What's her name? Nanobia Washington.
yes.
The who passed away, like her family as well, because they kind of took it really, really, really hard.
She
Alleged.
was young. Was
Yeah,
she
she's really, really
35?
young.
38.
38.
38.
Yeah, she brought a lot of joy, and I just want to shine a light sometimes on mental health. We don't know what happened. We don't know the stories. There's different alleged stories. I want to shine a light on mental health and mental wellness and understanding that even though somebody's house on the outside looks immaculately well, we don't know what's going on inside. It could be hoarding. It could be all types of things of microaggression, trauma, and things that people are facing. So shout out to the family. And I do send my condolences to them. The son, she did have a son as well. The sister who have to get a lot of the feedback from social media with people trying to confirm what happened. But shout out to the family.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to one of the hottest topics in pop culture
Yes.
today. Let's go to Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
This past week, Travis Scott's baby mama's brother-in-law
Mm-hmm.
made headlines in a recent interview with Drink Champs, where he stated, amongst other things, that signing Big Sean was the worst thing he's done in life. So let me get this right. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. The same man who begged and cried for Beyonce and Jay-Z to have a play date with Northwest and Blue Ivy. The same man that said he needed 30 baths after breaking up with Amber Rose. The same man that said slavery was a choice. The same man that called his mother-in-law Kris Jong-un. The same man that got his ass up on stage and proclaimed that Beyonce's Single Ladies was the greatest video of all time.
For that year.
The same man that ran a tragic presidential race and a campaign back in 2020. The same man that got his ass on social media and announced that he was $53 million in debt. The same man that said George Bush didn't care about black people during the telethon for Hurricane Katrina victims. The same man that
On
created
BET.
the same. No, that was
Oh yeah,
the
on all the channels. Yeah.
The same man that created Donda said that signing Big Sean was the worst thing he's done in his life.
Worst mistake he ever made in his life.
Yeah. So
The man was, first of all, you could have just you could have summed that all up by
What
the
was
man
that beef
responsible for
about?
Amber Rose. Like you could have summed that up to that. Like
That man.
do
he
anything
says
for a blonde dyke.
yeah.
anything.
So
Big Sean is one of
Man.
my favorite rappers, by the way.
Yes, and
He tried it.
he's very talented.
He's
first
very
of all,
talented.
all of his albums pop severely. I think Kanye had a good tribe when he had like the good music with Pusha T. Who was else was a part of that? Pusha T, Big Sean,
Common.
2 Chainz. No, Common was in the good. He was with them. Yes. Who else? I'm missing somebody. I'm trying to think of the song.
I think Chief
Tiana
Keef.
Taylor for a quick second.
yeah,
he
for-
screwed her over.
Yeah. But a lot of so he had a good way, but signing Big Sean was not a mistake. Like
was
I
never,
don't
it's
think
not
so.
even
At
Oh,
all.
and John Legend.
Yeah, I think he's
You
a
had
little
John Legend?
upset. Yeah,
Yeah.
John Legend's definitely under good music. Was at one certain point, but he became his own. Everyone's their own entity, so he does have a good eye and ear when it comes to music. I never want to take away from the genius work musically,
Right.
of Kanye West. However, saying this on Drink
He's
Champ-
emotional.
yeah.
You could call Soulja Boy trash. That's but you're not gonna say that about Big Sean.
Soulja Boy had a lot to say about
He
Yeah.
did.
He
Well, I
always
don't-
got a lot to
went
say
off.
about
He was
somebody.
going off like a butch queen to me.
Yeah,
I don't know if the
he-
world knows what a butch queen
he
is. But
was,
Explain what the
though.
Butch Queen is.
okay, a
He
butch
was-
queen
he
is
was.
someone who is in like the LGBTQ, mostly a guy who can come across as a man, but they have both men and women tendencies. To be clear, so that's what a butch queen is. It's from the ballroom. scene.
Masculine and feminine.
Yeah, masculine and
You
both.
say men and women, 'cause
Very,
women can be
very
men and men can be-
dramatic.
Right,
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
right.
dramatic,
Like when
very
you go
over the top.
off, it's when y'all hear
That's
about
when he's
Reeds
giving-
and
yeah,
the Rolling
yeah.
Rays and all those kind of
Yeah.
people.
That's what
That's
he's giving
basically
to-
a butch queen, and
But,
DeAndre Wade be
he's-
going off.
He's an attention whore, so Soulja Boy.
You think so?
He's an attention whore. But that's what makes him good at what he does,
Mhm.
though, because he is an attention whore. But he's an attention whore.
I mean, he got his start on the internet
yeah.
at the peak of when internet and streaming and
Mhm.
music was really,
You.
right.
Yeah,
the-
even
so-
now he's doing good with his TikTok music because he knows
Yes.
what gets attention. That's his
Right.
thing. That is.
He played that shit like 4
Yeah.
times for the him and Bow Wow
Yeah.
verses. I was like, all right, you're done. I thought you had to be nominated to do verses. Like
Yeah.
you got to have a certain amount of hits in order to do verses. Why is he playing a TikTok song 7 times, 2 remixes, and bringing guests
You know
out?
what
Like,
he was doing.
like so.
He's stretching out his 15
Yeah.
minutes.
Exactly.
Dre!
That was hilarious. That was
Dre!
funny. That was funny. That was funny.
Exactly.
That was low key my way of making sure nothing was behind us.
I checked
In
all
our
of that.
background looking ghetto.
I checked all of that already.
Making sure no bags and stuff. Dre!
And moved the garbage and everything.
You put my purse. He said, "Move that purse."
Double. I sure did.
forgot.
Hey, I was like, move that purse.
Also, during this interview, Kanye said that he wants to get back with Kim Kardashian.
She's already on the Pete Davidson.
And I was going to
Allegedly.
say that. Allegedly, they were holding hands on a roller coaster.
I saw him on the train before.
She's doing that to make
I
him
wouldn't
jealous.
be surprised.
I know. I literally saw him on the train.
Was he begging for change?
No, no, he
well,
was not. He actually got on at Clinton and Washington
Mhm.
and rode to Fulton Street on the C train.
Who is this?
Pete
Pete
Davidson.
Davidson
From Saturday
It's
Night
from
Live.
Saturday Night Live. He dated Ariana, Grande, Kate Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale.
He got the lips.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. 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 Yes.
He got the.
It was actually
No.
right before they shut.
He got the
It was before they shut everything down for the pandemic.
kind of lips.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Eat the gross.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let your
Yes,
lips
he
meet my
got the
lips.
lips.
Yeah.
He's exotic. He's like an exotic looking white boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. His last name is Davidson. Is he white?
He's from
white?
he's from
Okay.
he's from Staten Island.
Oh.
I know they said that's where they've been allegedly saw. Out in
Page
Staten
six,
Island.
page
Wait,
six.
he's doing what? Like Kim Kardashian?
Yes. You just getting the story? Welcome. Hi. That's her rebound. That's not her rebound guy,
She's
but
trying to make Kanye jealous. And I said it before I really put two and two together. She's trying to make him jealous. What
Yes.
the hell?
But she's still dressing like Kanye. So
Exactly.
yes.
She's
So
in love with that
said-
man. She's been at his shows and everything. She's in love with that man. She's not going to, but she just need her little boy to.
No, she's prolonging
She
the
is
divorce just in
hilarious.
case he
Yeah.
OD.
Exactly.
So she
she
still
get
got
all the
the
money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she ain't stupid.
She is not done.
She is not.
She's leaving that
Anytime,
man.
any hint of him moving on to somebody else, she gonna double right back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She be like,
That's
wait
what
a
I'm
minute, wait a
saying.
minute, wait a
No,
minute.
only if it's somebody like as bad. You understand what I'm
No,
saying?
she's gonna double back only for the simple fact that if something, God forbid, happens to him tomorrow,
Yes.
she gets the estate.
Yeah, I know.
So
So
she's
they're married
she
still.
going she where the money reside, where the money reside.
Okay.
And not for nothing, though, I feel like Kanye can make whoever he's with bad. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
because he did
I
that
agree.
with Amber.
Amber
you know
Rose,
what
yeah.
I mean? And then, Kim was just Ray J's video toy
You're right.
until she was with him.
Right.
No, Kim was actually
she
one
was
of the most
known.
desired
Yeah,
after
she
that
was known
video. I
already.
don't know why, because she didn't display anything outstanding in that video for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The way she sucked dick, I was like, that's terrible.
But she's not a
Her
porn
and Black
star.
China, they should be ashamed of themselves. Black China was like, what
She
the
wa-
fuck?
Maybe she just
I'd have
wasn't that
karate
into
kicked her
him.
if she was doing that shit to my shit.
Maybe she wasn't just that into him.
I'd have been like,
She was.
"Hi-ya!"
She just go.
You don't
I-
record yourself sucking dick of somebody you ain't into.
Exactly.
If you high or under the influence, you don't know.
She wasn't
allegedly,
under
you
no
don't-
damn influence.
She
You
was
don't
like
know.
this, like
It was she did
She
other
was
stuff
kissing it.
okay, but she.
I'm like,
First
what the
of all,
fuck?
That's not
Why
dick
are you
sucking. That's
kissing-
dick worshiping. It's a difference.
You better gobble.
If I
You better
was
look
you
like
better
you better
suck
look.
this
You want to
Right.
look. You better look like
talking
fucking Sukiyana or some shit. Fucking snot coming out your nose and shit. You fucking tears. You about to fucking throw
Worshiping.
up. You be like,
What you doing? Staring. I wish a nigga would sit there and worship my pussy, just staring at it. What are we talking about?
No, when they do stuff
That's like when niggas be blowing on the clip.
yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
stupid.
dogs
Our
lick
pussy.
pussy.
Just like-
no,
Yeah,
dogs
that-
lick.
Just like
Letty.
even the lips, right? You get sensation when they licking your lip, like the outside of your lips.
Not really. No,
Exactly.
They're doing nothing.
But if somebody doesn't know how to really eat pussy, or they want to like get you enticed to get your pussy ate, and
no,
they start
don't get me. Do what you what
to
we
do.
came here
okay.
to do.
Okay, get to. This
Now, do you
Star's
like
a whole nigga.
Did you?
Star's a whole nigga. World,
Wait.
Star's a whole
So,
nigga.
do you like your pussy ate from the back, or do you like to
That's
sit
cool.
lay back
I
and
like
look?
I like to lay back
And
Let's
look
get
and
to
see.
The job.
Okay, okay, that's good. I like that. Okay.
I'm
And
a
you-
pillow princess. What's the
Oh.
name?
Add that to her intro, the pillow princess.
Pillow. Princess. Brownsville Bully.
Pillow princess.
The pillow.
I'm telling you, that street but sweet, them shirts.
Princess. Yes.
yes,
Listen.
Star.
Okay.
Yeah.
You,
Get
all
to
right.
the point.
All right. So
But no, oh yeah, back to Kanye. Yeah.
OnlyFans in my link.
Imagine you
You
get
need
a
a co-star?
delivery of pillows.
you need a
a
co-star.
pillow.
Yeah,
That'd be lit.
Zillow,
That'd
like,
be lit.
like get some
A
pillows.
co-star.
A co-star. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm running solo right now. We gonna see. I might get a little.
Well, can I record?
You can be my cameraman.
Yeah.
You don't need a 4K camera. Huh? There's some in depth.
That's right. Steven Spielberg, bitch. Fucking box office blockbuster. Make it come to life. Let's make it. All right.
Yeah, back to Kanye.
Yeah.
See what Kanye does?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm blaming it on Kanye.
Horny.
I'm blaming it on Kanye.
So yeah, and also Kanye announced that he's finally off of Def Jam.
Oh,
He
Good for
fulfilled his
him.
10 album contract that he signed.
that's how he gave us that.
And he also said that he's not good with reading and he's not good with counting. And I'm like, what the fuck is up with the musicians from Chicago? They don't go to school?
No,
like
the
R.
Chicago-
Kelly don't know how to
The
read.
Chicago
Yeah,
school
sure.
system, especially the era when they were growing up, was equivalent to New York school system in the 90s. Teachers
Mhm.
underpaid, overworked. You got a few that actually care about the kids and the education and the curriculum. Superintendents who
I mean,
are
the niggas,
horrible.
drug dealers,
Their
I know they
mayors
can
were,
read, though.
huh?
The drug dealers, I know they can read, though.
But wasn't his mother a college professor?
Quarter brick,
Right.
half a brick, whole brick.
Right.
Right.
They definitely know how to count. Okay.
Hey. It's too much.
Shit.
Cut that.
I don't know. New York system ain't that bad.
All right. Moving right along, these
Mhm.
celebrities be showing their ass when they know when we're recording.
That's right.
Mhm.
Because Joe Budden announced that he is bisexual.
Mhm.
Now, some people think that he's trolling, but I don't think that he is. I think that he's just testing the waters to see the response.
Are you gonna ask us our opinion?
Yes, I'm going to ask your opinion.
Okay.
Now, first of all, if he isn't trolling, then congratulations. Goes out to the Pump It Up rapper on him coming out the closet. I
You
wonder
wanted
what,
to bump it up?
yeah, I wonder what little Boosie
Thing.
thinks and
He
says.
can't think of nothing because I just saw a video this morning where somebody from the LGBTQI community approached Boosie and he was as shook as Charlamagne. So y'all ain't see that video? I'm
You gotta
gonna
show.
tell him to send. I'm gonna send it to y'all in a show.
Okay.
They got literally approached and Boosie was like shook, like, oh, okay. He's like, what you said about my nephew, Little Nas X? What you said about my niece, nephew, Little Nas X? And
My
Boosie was like going like Charlamagne, but
Okay.
go ahead.
Now, let's get into the article
Mm-hmm.
with Tahiri. Oh, pick me.
That's what I was gonna see.
Now,
Okay.
Tahiri calls Joe
Diss myself
Budden
for
a
this.
woman beater, but claims
Right.
he is far from bisexual.
Okay.
Now, I don't know who would ask Tahiri this. Well, I guess
They always.
That's the thing, like, because I saw
I
that
think
post.
she inputs herself in
She
his
does.
Yeah,
She does.
that's literally why I saw her post and I did not read it. I really didn't even. I figured Joe Budden was trolling. So this is one of those stories where I looked at it and I literally just scrolled right past.
Yeah.
Especially when she responded, I said, "Oh, this is not even worth me," because she's talking.
So
Now-
she dumb
now-
down the credibility.
Now, she addressed the gossip surrounding her ex while telling her other former flame, Vado, to stop calling her and popping up to my old crib. Now, the news heard around the
This is
internet
about
a couple days ago when we released this, had to do with Joe Budden's sexuality, as a clip of the Joe Budden podcast was shared on the internet showing Budden saying he liked both men and women without context, causing social media users to run with the narrative. In reality, Budden and his co-host were discussing the baby mending fences with Rolling Loud and embarking on a tour hosted by festival organizers. As Budden spoke about the LGBTQIA plus organization, clapping back at TMZ for allegedly misquoting their representative during their interview, stating that they have forgiven the baby, Budden uttered the "I'm bisexual, spread the word." He wasn't speaking about himself, supposedly. Now, after going viral for allegedly being bisexual, Budden returned to acknowledge that the word had certainly been spread. Now, here's Tahiri, who hopped on Twitter with commentary about the online moment, denying that Budden liked men sexually while also calling him out once again for being allegedly abusive. Joey may be a woman beater, but far from bi, and Vado better stop calling, DMing me, and popping up to my old crib. I'm just saying, yawn emoji, she tweeted. Now,
That tweet makes me yawn.
It really did, though.
and okay. So, Star, let's start. Ladies first.
Of course.
What do you feel about this whole situation?
I figured he was trolling. I don't know. Because it was kind of like, where is this all coming from? I didn't really get the full backstory or gist of the conversation. And then, like I said, when she got involved, I was kind of like, either two things are being said. Either she's defending him or she's saying something about him letting her, probably put her finger in his butt. So I was like, maybe she probably felt like there was times in the bedroom or something. But if that's not what she's saying, then I don't know. But I thought he was just trolling. Like, I don't know. It's not that I don't see it for him, but I'm just kind of like, where is this even coming from? And like, what is he gaining from saying it right now?
It's kind of tricky. I guess maybe he wants to appeal to the LGBTQIA.
He does already.
Yeah. Brandon?
That
Yes.
response. Can I get
Okay.
some gummies because the way this
No,
is
the
given
way,
right now.
First of
Brandon,
all,
okay, your thoughts.
It was
Okay,
that he does already.
first of all-
And I'm like, wait, what? Like,
First of all, I want to address the Tahiri part first because that's
Okay.
the article that you read,
Okay.
and I know our listeners sometimes feel like we stray away from the topic. Wink, wink, looking at Star. The Tahiri thing. I don't know why you would bring Vado's name. He was your co-cast member on Marriage Boot Camp. So we don't believe it was a real relationship. We don't believe you guys were really dating. Vado has nothing to do with it. Leave the man out of it. Let's start there. Maybe she's the new petty poet as well, because this is very petty. Secondly, saying that Joe Buttons I don't know how you defended him. That was very much an aggressive thing by defending him. No, he ain't bisexual, but he'll beat a woman's ass. Now, if you're somebody
That was
Right, that's
weird.
kind of-
who's
Yeah.
fighting with sexuality, wouldn't you take a lot of your aggression out
Bingo.
on the
You
person
ain't
who
lying.
is your partner or
Mhm.
who is not giving it what it is that you fulfill? So I want to tell a story, right?
She might not know she was his beard the whole time.
Oh.
Mm,
All right.
Jinkies. Jinkies. So anyhow, along with possibly like Sin, I don't think that Joe never like loved these women or nothing like that. You can have a legit connection and relationship
Mhm.
with somebody and meet them. I don't know.
Well, that's what being bi is, you know?
That's more pansexual. But the fact that he said bye and then came back and said, I like guys and girls. The B in the LGBTQ is the bisexual, and that's something
Right.
that's really not really looked at a lot because people are like, nigga, you gay.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
you like
Yeah.
niggas. But there is, women and men and individuals out there that
We're
identify.
attracted to both.
They are
Mhm.
attracted to both. Now, I'm going to tell a story that's a part of a bigger story, but I'm going to tell a small part of that story, right? So once upon a time, there was a kid from East New York, Brooklyn, who loved radio, right? And he got a chance to work at this promotional company. It was right next door to the Apollo. They worked a lot of events. I always thought when we went to events and we see promotions that it comes from the company or the radio station, but it's actually a promotional company that handles the flyers, the distribution. So when you see things everywhere, and I started working for them, and I worked an event at the NBA store. It was a launch for Fabulous being like his song being the theme for the new 2002. So I ended up becoming a street team member. And from there, I got hired
Street
at
team.
a
I know what you're
prominent,
talking
yes, I got hired by a prominent radio station, hip hop radio station here in New York City. And at the time, I was like a lowly intern. I got coffee. I got 60 cups of coffee. I got them sandwiches at Starbucks before people knew what Starbucks was, because Starbucks is like right around the corner from the venue. And as I moved up, showing my loyalty and working, as I moved up, I end up working in like a marketing field and being a middle person between Pepsi, Boost Mobile, different companies like that, and the radio station. So like keeping those fun relationships and things like that. And once upon a time, there was a rapper who was a guest host there. And the rapper who was the guest host there, name is Joe Buttons. And at the time, they were transitioning, and I don't know if people really knew what was going on with like the morning show when Jonesy was kind of supposed to be taking over when Star and Buck Wild got. This is the time that I interned there for research reference purposes. And then Jonesy was taking over, and then Jonesy had health issues that she wasn't so talking about even to people there, because she just really didn't have to report a relationship with them. So Joe Buttons was kind of being pushed up there. And then remember, he got in trouble for all of the Slap Fest for Summer Jam tickets. However, why I'm telling that story now is I remember a long time ago when I got a chance to hang out with, the host. A lot of times, depending on who the hosts are, like we're down to earth people. If you guys out there want to like meet us, we'll figure it out with social distancing and stuff. We'll meet them. Jonesy was very, very, very important to like help crafting me and understanding like I never got a chance to get on air. Like you gave me my first microphone, but she helped me with doing that. And then she kind of left the station. They didn't agree creatively, and she left. And then who was in her spot was Joe Buttons and like Shiny Culture. And there was an event on the reggae tip that they always have. And sometimes they like to have the other radio people there just to show family and camaraderie. And we hung out, and all of the hosts and the execs and everybody were there. We were having a good time. We had drinks. We, got familiar with the chief, if y'all understand what that means. We got real familiar with the chief. And then we had hung out. And then from there, like people would, like 5 became 4, and then 4 became 3, and then 3 became 2. And then the 2 people was myself and Joe Buttons, and we were like talking and talking and talking. And I'm gonna be clear, like I haven't spoken to this man in these 18 years or 20 years since then. I'm not his friend. We're not cool or anything like that, but we got into a conversation. And as things rolled out, not within the conversation, I won't disclose all that kind of stuff, but as things rolled out, I saw that he was fighting with something. You understand what I'm saying? And I was like, there's not a truth. And I was like, at this time, I'm new at radio and entertainment, so I don't know what are different demons. When people describe as demons, sorry for
Definitely.
yeah, what people describe as demons, I knew that there was a drug problem because I had seen people using drugs around, so I knew that it was a drug problem. But this demon wasn't the obvious, because that was something that if you knew him at that time, he would say, I do drugs, I get high. Or whatever the case may be. It was like another demon. And I'm like, you kill somebody, you. We at a party. This is the conversation that's going on here. And so we went somewhere where it wasn't as noisy, because I'm like, wait a minute, this could be somebody like who's suicidal or something, and I need to really hear what's going on. So we went to a place near Baruch College in New York City on like 28th or 29th Street, and it was less quiet, and like we talked all night. And at that point, I kind of put together that he was battling some demons. So hearing this story come out, some demons and semen.
Allegedly.
So hearing this, years later, hearing this story coming out, when I'm seeing him like on Marriage Boot Camp, I'm seeing him have the situation where even when he had the issue with Cons on Love and Hip Hop New York, and Tahiri was the one to hit, I'm like, okay, maybe now with the amount of fame, because he's already a troll. He doesn't really need to create clickbait. He doesn't really need to. Maybe now the conversation that we had and the interaction is.
What conversation did y'all have?
We talked about things.
Now I'm
like,
intrigued.
Right.
I mean, I was intrigued this whole time.
Because I want to know.
Now, I want to know.
Was it like?
What demons did he have?
Did it hint at you, or did it hint at the subject?
It hinted at the subject through me.
So it was kind of like a, because, I'm not normally into this thing, but you cute.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. First of all, yeah, no, it wasn't that. It was
Allegedly,
it was well, y'all can say allegedly.
Right.
I was there.
Uh-huh.
It was more of a, like, how to put it in like layman terms. Like, it was that the world is bigger than what you see kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like a open-ended thing.
Okay.
And don't interpret this as a linear thing. Don't interpret this as, oh, I'm DL or I'm gay.
Okay.
You like, I knew I'm bound to see you with a girl tomorrow. I know I'm bound to possibly see you with a guy. And if so, you can't really question it, because at that time, that's just not the space it was.
So it's kind of like he was expressing that
his fluidity.
he goes with
Yes,
his flow. Right,
yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Right,
So
right.
he okay. So allegedly,
Yes.
he expressed that he was fluid to you.
Yeah, in a way. Yes, in a way. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
In what kind of like a verbal way?
Yeah.
Yes, a verbal way first. Yes.
First.
Mhm.
Right. So then
Allegedly, a
it-
verbal way 1st. He
Mhm.
expressed that he was fluid, and then what other kind of way? Because you
And-
said first.
And then it was like, should we like
Go
go somewhere?
quieter.
Yeah, go. Well, where we were was as quiet as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like, it didn't dawn on me when when the room is like being booked and like we're finding places quiet, because we were literally walking. We're on a part of town that's
It was
like,
just kind of like,
it was quiet. Like nobody's like really outside. So then we're like going to another place where it's a little bit more quiet. And at this time, like I'm one like hammered.
Yeah.
He's hammered too. We're both inebriated. And from there, it's like, okay, now, was this the conversation?
Right.
At that time, and even now, I'm a person that's a little naive. I don't know when you're saying, let's go. I'm still like, okay,
Yeah.
where do we go from here?
So okay, I'm putting together the pieces. So y'all went from a loud place, allegedly.
It was
I want to talk, and we need to be somewhere quiet.
Right.
Allegedly.
No, but even the party was ending too. Like it wasn't that. Like, oh, we left the party.
But so was it kind of like I enjoy your company?
Yeah, it was like we was the last two left. Like we the last two
Yeah.
left. We drinking, we talking. I've always been a person. So when I was at the station, I was very adamant at that time without even really knowing about like LGBTQI and advocacy. I was very adamant about like equality. So I guess that was signal to somebody like, why is he so, where'd he come from with this? Because even me at that time didn't fully, I was in a relationship with a guy, you know? So I knew that much about that. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't know anything else. I didn't know, DL.
So was it kind of like he just saw you feel like he saw you as a safe space?
Yes, that's what I thought there. But
Yeah.
I think that's my naivete, as you say.
Oh, so you were taking it as like he sees me as a safe space. So let's have this conversation.
Let's have a conversation.
Yes.
So allegedly, y'all went to a private area. Would I be correct in assuming that it was like maybe like a hotel room?
That's what I wanted to know too.
Okay, so
it's sort of like it was like a nook, a hotel like nook thing that they have. It was very posh. Like to even know that the person knew that this place existed. I was like, okay.
Sort of like an Airbnb kind of thing. Like
what Airbnb is now.
Okay,
but,
right. Okay. So it was like a stay.
It did have rooms. It did have,
So allegedly, it wasn't this person's first time at this rodeo.
I can't.
For him to be comfortable, familiar with that space.
That's what
even if it's not necessarily with another guy, it might be with another person.
What I can't clarify is that I don't know if we just stumbled upon it through the like
conversation.
Drunk and like, oh, this looks like a spot.
Okay.
Or if it was, I know a spot where, so that I really honestly can't confirm or deny.
But it was just the fact that
were there.
He wanted to continue the night with you, though.
Yeah, if you're going to put it in that kind of perspective.
Because, I mean, because allegedly or not, what it sounds like to me is he thought, he felt like you were in a safe space to at least have a conversation.
Yes.
About whatever it is he wanted to work out and figure out. And through that, I'm guessing there was some alleged desire probably going on.
That was expressed?
Like, that's what I want to know. How did you then pick up on the desire part? Like,
well,
was it the way he looked at you? Was it something he might have flirted passively? Was it like,
damn, this show went from like,
was it a quick hold in your hand real quick where y'all had to cross that street to get to the place? Like,
I think small things were happening like that already. And I'm saying I think because I was under the influence.
Right.
So I was thinking like small things was happening and I'm like, and then I'm a like Moesha watcher. So I was like very like faithful to like, oh, wait, no, I have a, a appointment. Like, what? What's happening here? And then also like, we have to be to work Monday morning, like very early. And we both worked the morning show. And that was what my job was like the morning show. I took care of the morning show into like the afternoon drive. And then somebody else came in and handled like Flex and Angie and all those other kind of people. Okay. So it was just like, all right, now we have to go to work on Monday. So what's happening? To answer your question about the desire part, it wasn't actually him. It was me. It was more or less like, oh, but you are.
Was it that he just kind of allegedly let it happen?
Allegedly let it happen.
Because it's like once so through conversation of whatever it was he was, unpacking, it's like you started to kind of pick up on this.
But that's my thing anyway. That's how that would be the way to get it anyway. It's like, it wouldn't be like, oh, I got a big dick. I got a fat ass. Mine would be through, since like showing through vulnerability. That's
Yeah,
something that I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know then that I know.
Yeah,
now
almost
by
like
myself.
what's the term? Turning someone out,
Yeah, it's
but he was already turning.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know.
But
Allegedly.
but what I'm saying is, you approached it in that way where it was like, okay, I see the vulnerability.
And no, and I more or less was like, all right, I had this is he had a single out already, about 2. This is a rapper. This is somebody at the radio station.
Can I see?
Right now, like, yeah,
Okay.
and thank you.
So
Thank
my
you for saying
so my
that.
so my question is though, did you leave that morning or that night?
Yeah. There we go. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Hey.
Did you have to
How
check
you
out
feeling?
the next
It was the
day?
morning.
Hey!
What are you trying to get to?
Oh, all right.
I left in the morning.
But, okay, but was
did
this
you do
after
the,
Nat?
wait. Did you do the walk of
These-
shame?
these
Allegedly,
two-
allegedly.
That was
Allegedly.
actually
The walk of shame.
that's such a double-ended question. And the actual answer to that is that was my first ever walk of shame.
Pump it up.
I left that. I didn't say he stayed.
Allegedly.
I said I left that morning and had a walk of shame. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
I don't know who else was there.
No.
If others
I kind of want the details.
Maybe I'll do. I don't know.
Was it good?
Remember Love Joe? She was like, I want to hot dick. How's
Hi,
it
Michelle.
going?
Yes.
Everything, girl.
Wow.
But okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
Was it good? Did you enjoy yourself at that moment?
I enjoyed the whole experience.
All right. All right.
was he a gentleman?
Allegedly,
Look, was he a
allegedly.
gentleman? That's all I need to know.
He's very much. He's very much.
Allegedly.
Okay.
He's very much. He was very. Anybody who knows him besides when he's like in front of a camera and stuff, like who,
Mhm.
at least from back then, I don't know what he has turned into now. I don't know anything
Mhm.
like that. As I said, I've never spoken to the man since maybe like 2004.
Mhm.
But in a small talk, not even like a big talk. The whole thing, like he's not. That's why I don't understand where the asshole comes from now.
I never felt
I
like
think it's a
I
persona.
always actually personally
Oh.
like Joe Buddens. I felt like he was always direct.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's
I
very
think he was
intelligent.
very unfiltered, and I feel like he probably rubbed people the wrong way because he was so unfiltered. But I
Shit,
honestly
sound like
always
me.
but I felt like he was always
Walter,
like
don't laugh.
guys
He's
had-
just listening.
Look,
Leave
look.
him alone.
you guys have similar personalities for many reasons.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Boo boo boo. I wasn't even expecting that. Purse.
Not the
She got you
gummies.
together.
Not the gummies.
She got you together. Oh my God.
This is all alleged.
What a show. November, yes, I'm here for that. But no, all in all, I want to say that this is not news to me. Even on the Shade Room, I legitimately commented, like, when you know what you know.
Yeah.
And this is not like a tell-all. I'm not trying to out him. Or,
I have a question though. Like, so how did the conversations go after? Like the next couple of days, you said you guys did have
we
like
totally
small
didn't
talk
speak to each
after
other.
that.
It was that awkward. That's where I got my
Okay.
lessons in what I call this game. Like the game that I've been in. Like, I get the...
Yeah.
And then from there, I was like, "Oh, you must definitely be the DL charmer."
Yeah, so
or-
that's when you realize, okay,
and
you're
that's,
not ready yet. That
yeah.
person-
Allegedly,
yeah,
allegedly.
allegedly. It's like you're not
and
ready
then I'm
yet.
like,
to-
"Okay, it's awkward." Then it's the I don't even know you, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay," and then it's the suck.
Okay. Yeah.
Then it's the so it is what it is at that point. So I'm happy that years later that he is at a place where he's able to say it on his platform, and he's able
however
to
he needs to express it.
however
'cause
he
we
needs
don't
to
know how he's
express
gonna follow
himself,
it up, but
and understand. But I do have a follow-up question, not in terms of like Joe Buttons, like you who is like a cisgender, like you fluid woman. Would you date a guy who's bisexual? Because like
I
there's
don't know. I play with the idea. Like
Okay.
I feel like on one hand, I feel like you know, if you find someone you click with, you know, it is what it is. And I know I've experimented. But on the
Okay.
other hand, I'm kind of like,
So if he tells you to
it-
put on the strap and like I'll suck
that's the
you
thing,
off,
and that's
like,
what I'm saying. On the
well,
other hand,
don't
it's kind
peg
of
me,
like I would want to know,
no,
like,
because there's some people that
That like
no, but
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I would want to know if your interest now still entails like you feeling like you want some type of form of penetration or whatever the case is, because then it's like I don't know if that's what I'm into. I barely like anal for myself, so it's just kind of like, so it's kind of like I struggle. I haven't accomplished that yet.
Arch your back.
I haven't accomplished.
Arch your back.
No, it's so many tricks.
Arch
They
your
say you
back.
got
Arch your
arch,
back,
you got
this
shit before you do it. It's too many rules. But
You too.
You
You gonna have to bleep this out. You're gonna have to bleep this out.
No, because I'm gonna just put it's not made for kids.
Oh yeah, like you do in the bottom. It's like, basically, it's not.
Listen,
This
made
shit-
for
this
you.
shit ain't made for kids.
Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I struggle with that. I don't know. I'm not. It's not. I will be honest and say it's not my number one pick. It's not
Okay.
my number one draft pick. Same way with a guy. Same way like a guy who
guy
has
with no
kids.
kids,
Right.
a guy
Yeah,
with
like,
kids,
yeah.
and
The
a
one
guy.
that don't make her second priority.
Yeah.
All the hours.
You see why I'm single, right?
Save him. Save him. He gotta be single, straight, narrow, and don't give a damn
Good
about.
credit and big dick.
Right. That's it.
Is it too much to ask for, really? Like,
Yes, you better say Sierra's prayer.
Maybe not. I mean, you see it a lot on like because I was watching. What is that show?
This is the new
Marriage
era.
Boot Camp.
This is the new era.
I was watching Marriage Boot Camp, and it was with Sir Brock and I don't know Miles.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
his name? Miles.
It
I forgot his
wasn't,
name. And the
Yeah,
girl.
Miles.
Milan.
Yeah.
Milan.
No, Milan is the other
was
one.
his
Oh, okay,
boyfriend
okay,
on
yeah.
Love and Hip Hop, but he's the other one who's dating the other girl,
Amber,
Amber. There you go.
Okay,
That is
Amber
her
was the
name,
girl.
Amber.
Okay.
I think.
I remember her.
The nice young lady, and they've been together since they were 12. And
I
you know,
remember that.
it seems like at any given time she's continuously bringing up like, you like guys, or like, and it's like,
Yeah.
it ain't my fault that when you kiss him, you taste another nigga's ass. Shit.
I'm sure he brushes his teeth. Or
Shit. Who
rinses his
knows?
mouth out or
Who
something.
knows?
I don't know what's going on. He's going from the
Coming from
And I think
coming
that's
from-
foul, though.
coming
It's
from
like,
the
it's
club
no
and
reason to
be
still
like-
bring it up. Like, I feel like after that first initial shock, he gave you his honest, his truth, and that was it. Like, it's nothing to keep bringing up after that.
like I agree too. At the same
I feel like
time,
there's nothing to keep
Yeah,
bringing
I
up
mean,
after
at this,
that.
like you've already agreed when you've entered into a partnership with that person that you know, like, all right, I accept you the way
No,
that
she
you
didn't
are.
know, though. At least from what I remember, she
Bull
didn't know.
fucking shit.
after-
You can't look at him and see that.
Listen,
I mean, not
I
that
would
not that
know.
you can look and see, but I'm
No,
just
but
saying.
Yeah. But
like-
from quote unquote how the story went on Love and Hip Hop, it was kind of like she didn't know. Then he came out. But what I'm saying is, if after him,
That was just for them to
actually
get a
coming out-
storyline to get on.
Yeah, most likely. But I
Already.
do feel like after once he told you, bitch, like that's just the end of that. Like, it's nothing to keep bringing up. Like, why are you keep bringing it up?
Every time you have an argument, you're
Yeah.
gay. Like what?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't like
like
that.
no, I'm bi. You ain't say that when I was fucking you. And
Because that's
then how you
that's
gonna
not
feel?
cute to put and throw anyone's past in their face
Mhm.
or
Or current,
yeah,
for
or
that
current
matter.
shit.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
ooh, I had a couple more topics, but I think we're gonna end with that. Final final thoughts.
Shit. Always carry condoms because you never know.
Before Brandon
You never know.
Says his
Is that
final
instant?
Oh, he really got saved this time? Oh my God. Not the save.
This is like the instance day, like, but yeah, just keep a safety on deck at all times. One night stands aren't always frequent,
Oh, it smells good.
but they
It's
come
not
around.
chumpa.
I don't know if that's deep or not, but
It don't
that's
need
all
to
I
be.
got.
It's how you felt. I think,
In the meantime, sign up for my OnlyFans.
We need Enya playing or something.
Well,
Like-
that really does smell good. Child.
I think you're right.
Come on, I bought the damn not
Oh,
chopper
you
for
waiting
you.
for me?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
But it smells so good too at the
It
same
does,
time.
it does.
This is not a Brandom Thought. It's more like a PSA. If you're not going to find your dreams in a crowd, so please stop following it. It
Mhm.
might be wise to stop being controlled by things you can't control.
Mhm.
And that is the Brandom Thought.
Ooh, and I have one more. Live your truth.
Oh,
what
that's
this
very
episode
good.
was given.
Yes. Be truthful. It's no
Live your
problem with it.
truth. Like, I feel like we're at a time and place
We
where it's
should
like, it
be.
is what it is.
Like, it is what it is.
It
And
is
people
what
like
it
different
is.
things. They like who they like. And
That's why I started my OnlyFans, child.
I mind my business. I stay in my house. I stay in my house with the blinds
Live
closed.
your truth, child.
Well, on that note, stay away from negative people because more than likely they have negative bank accounts. On behalf of the lovely star, the lovely and brave Brandon.
Am I brave?
Yeah, you're very brave for telling your story allegedly.
I would want to do it here. Like, this is like my home. This is my house. Like, I'm not.
I was kind of like, oh wait, what?
like, it's not like kiss and tell person. It's not really a kiss and tell to me. It's just like he's already saying it first, so I'm just like telling my experience now that he's already come out and said what he said. I could see if I like chose a random time to say something like that.
Yeah.
But
And I mean, if Joe
he ain't the only one.
Joe. Joe, well, you know,
here for
I'm
this.
feeling very spectacular.
It's the incense.
Yes, the incense. And Joe, if you want to come and
We can have the conversation.
and we could
Yeah.
have the conversation here. Like, I'm not.
I can refresh your memory if you feel like you don't remember.
Come on, refreshing the memory.
Like
Allegedly.
allegedly, like, we can have the conversation here or not. You can come to the show.
No, because I don't want this clip, because people are going to take a clip and they're going to share it, and I don't want him to be like, well, they didn't give me a chance to respond. Like, literally did
you
not know.
his number.
Well,
No, it's not even the
It's
same
okay.
number.
the John Cash Show at gmail.com. You can reach out to, and we'll see if we can get a session here.
To hear you too,
I-
since you like to jump into his beef.
Yeah, so just
Since you like
go
to
from
jump
there.
But don't be fighting me to hear it because I ain't the one.
No, we got
We
got hitters in these things.
No, don't do
No,
me.
No.
And leave Votto and Joe Buttons alone. Leave my they kings. Leave them alone.
Okay. So we'll see and speak to you next week on the John Cash Show podcast, where we talk about splitting a fucking bill.
Oh my God.
Niggas. See ya! Next time on the John Cash Show podcast, Avery Beckham says, pay for what you ordered. What if I wasn't that hungry and it only wanted soup and tea? And everyone else is getting a lobster
Fuck
steak.
goes out for soup and tea.
You make that shit at home, man.
Could have went to Panera Bread or something.
That ain't no bill we need to be splitting.
I would hope
You
not.
go to
Why
the
you
register
even
your
came
own
for
self,
soup
man.
and tea? Say your stick ass.
Oh.
So see, that's rude.
That was like
Let's go, New York! John Cash. Yo, listening to John Cash.